You know, funny part of these white people, or some of these white people, is the fact that it is okay for them to go into black people's comment section, say anything they want to say, and then just disappear without nothing, like nothing anybody can do about it. But when black people do the same thing to them, they now get angry, they now get furious, they now get so upset. But this is what you people normally do to black people. A lot of you will even do it and be like, there is nothing there. So one thing you should understand in life is anything you're doing to someone, if someone is now doing it to you, please accept it with your full chest. Enjoy the moment. Let me make sense, or sorry, let it make sense to me why some of those white folks are angry just because of this. They are angry, they are upset. But these are just normal things that you guys do to black people, and black people just look at it, give you some likes, and also even spread the good news. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, and credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And guys, with that being said, let's go ahead. Let me roll out the clip so that you guys can see, and I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
NYC Black, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, but it's people like you, it's racist motherfuckers like you that's kept a cloud over this country for so long, you know what I'm saying, because y'all are so ignorant and so not knowledgeable. Knowledgeable and smart people are so far past that fucking division tactic. That's a made-up ass division tactic. We're past that shit. You can't divide us no more. We're united together. United we stand. United we're strong, baby. I'm gonna pray for you, NYC Black, because you need prayer. You're the problem in this fucking country.
Let's say you were forced to place a bet for all your money you had. You had to bet which demographic steals more, black people or white people. Who would you bet on? Let's be honest here.
What are you trying to do?
No, so if you had to like place a bet, if you were a betting woman.
I wouldn't know, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't ask racist questions.
You be asking all these racist questions. That's all questions you be asking all the girls. Ask all questions up.
I ask everyone.
Bro, you know what you be doing, bro. Ask me those questions.
Which question?
What other question you want to ask, bro?
Especially, I was asking people today about the transgender shooter.
No, I want to know about the black questions that you be asking these girls about the black people. Ask me those questions. Whatever you want to ask, bro.
I mean, you know them. Which one?
Whatever you want to ask, bro. I ain't nobody to play with. Whatever you want to ask, bro. Because I met you now. I'm out here. You be out here trying to clown black people.
I don't.
Yes, no, you be trying. You know what you be doing, bro. You know what you be doing, bro.
I ask everyone questions about
I don't care what you, all that smart shit you trying to do. I don't care about none of that, bro. It's Big Gucci out here. Now ask me the same question.
Which one do you want?
Whatever you want to ask. Don't get scared. Ask the same question. Ask all the black girls. You the one doing the interview. You the one doing the interview, buddy.
The 13 one?
I'm not gonna run up on you. I'm not gonna run up on you. Don't get scared. Ask the question.
Scared, bro.
You're scared, bro. Ask the question. Watch how you talk about black people, bro. And then when you say something about 13% too, you always say about that 13%. Oh, what 13 fifths and this, yeah. Yeah, we 13%, but that 13%, it's a percentage of that 13% though.
No, that's true.
But you're not doing it on your questions though. You just say, oh, but it's 13 fifths. No, it's not comedy,
why
bro.
Are you getting so mad over
you're not about to clown my people on the internet and think it's sweet.
I clown everyone.
No, you're not clowning my people.
I clown
freedom
everyone.
of speech, but you're not freedom of the shit that come behind it. So watch how you talk to people, because you're not gonna clown my people on the internet, bro.
Clown everyone.
You can say that up on the internet right now, bro. But like I said, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna watch the videos again. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna see you again because you're being.
Why do some people get so easily offended when a black woman is proud of herself? The way that white men especially will try to humble black women is crazy work. Let me show y'all something. So the other day I posted a video on my YouTube channel of me wearing a stole with black girl magic in my master's full regalia for pictures. And he wrote, "You look stupid." So I asked him why. And he said, "You adding black girl magic, that is stupid. Why would you have to add your race into what you being black got to do with you getting a damn degree? Last I checked, this ain't 1950s. Nobody cares you're black. Nobody cares you're a woman. If I did the exact same thing you did, but put proud straight white man on mine, I'd be labeled a racist. Don't get me wrong, glad you got your master's, very proud of you, but stuff like that divides us as a country. You think I care if you're black? Hell no. I care if you're American. That's what we should all care about, not by, I can't even see the rest. Not by the color of your skin, but by our character. Ain't that what Martin Luther King said? So yeah, I think integrating your race, which does not matter, into a video of graduating is stupid. Call it what you want, sis. Also, I'm a veteran. Don't mean shit when you are on a battlefield fighting. It's brother and sister fighting together, not whites, blacks, Hispanics, or Asians. It's warriors wearing the same uniform. Policing black joy, racial gaslighting, and manufactured colorblindness is what this is. Nobody cares that you're black is always said when black women want to celebrate something about being a black woman. But it's never said when white women share, like, oh, I'm just a boy mom. When white vets share their service pride. When white people wear Irish pride t-shirts. When any other demographic, like Southern folk or Italian folk or whatever, share their pride about their heritage-based identity. But when black women express their joy in their identity, somehow all of a sudden this is divisive? What? And that is literally policing black women specifically. It's specific policing. It's policing. He said nobody cares you're black because it's not the 1950s. But here's the thing. Number one, if it weren't the 1950s, then baby, you wouldn't be policing me. Number two, black women are still the most educated demographic in the country. Black women hold more advanced degrees than any other demographic. We have also been historically excluded from higher education, so black women getting advanced degree represents something more. Black women were denied access to schools and had to fight to integrate into all campuses, and had to fight to integrate into law programs and medical programs and all sorts of professions. So there is an extra battle that we had to fight. So when I put Black Girl Magic on my stool, it is a representation of all of those women who went before me, who fought so that I could get my master's degree today. There is something to the idea that black girls weren't allowed to display our magic historically, and so when we can now, we want to celebrate it. It should not be personally offensive to you, bro. Also, the fact that he wanted to use MLK to try to shame me for my stole. That's all I did. I didn't even say nothing about the stole. I just posted a picture with me in it. MLK never said to ignore race. He said to end racism. And people always want to quote him, but they don't ever want to quote the fact that MLK did say that America owes black people a debt they have yet to repay. He also said that white moderates were the greatest stumbling block, and I kind of feel like that's where we are right now. He also acknowledged that racism is deeply embedded in American institutions, which I think we could all agree that is still very true. So the fact that he invoked MLK on me is something that's really quite ridiculous. Him saying, if I said straight white male pride, I'd be called a racist, is really fucking telling, bro. Number one, straight white men have always been the default for everything. Number two, you have never been oppressed based on being a straight white man. Number three, being a straight white man has never got you kicked out of places, criticized, or mocked. If anything, it has gotten you celebrated and admitted even when you don't deserve it, are the real beneficiaries of DEI. Black women have been historically marginalized versus white men who have been historically dominant and celebrated. So it's not the same thing at all. It's not reverse discrimination. You lack context and intelligence, but let's just focus on context. So this random man saw me not doing anything more, not making any sort of public statement outside of just wearing the stole, graduating with a master's degree, overcoming huge barriers, honoring my identity, wearing this very culturally meaningful stole that means so much more to me and other black women. And his first thing to do was to say, you look stupid, because I didn't even post that part. That's the first thing he wrote, you look stupid. His next instinct when I asked, why do you think I look stupid, was to belittle me, demean me, invalidate me, lecture me, and all around make me feel like I need to center him and his experience, when all I did was wear a stole, my brother. Because me posting that little tiny video of me wearing the stole should not have turned into a debate about division. My whole degree and my whole outfit that day should not have been minimized because this little man felt like the need to belittle me and demean me. Because how dare I be proud of my accomplishment? Whenever black women try to express joy, someone tries to humble us. When we get degrees, why bring race into it? When we travel, where's your kids? If you successful, where's your kids? How hard are you working? But when we rest, you must be lazy. When we speak up, you are angry. You are an angry black woman. When we succeed, be humble. It's a very distinct pattern. Black women are not allowed to celebrate ourselves without someone demanding that we shrink. Demanding. This man telling me I look stupid for wearing a stole. His comment really reveals the truth when he said, last I checked, this ain't the 1950s. And again, in the same breath, he policed my tone, he erased my identity, he dismissed my experience, he centered whiteness, he invoked MLK incorrectly, he positioned black pride as divisive, and then he compared himself as a straight white man to a historically oppressed group. This is exactly why we need Black Girl Magic.
That's really what the movement's about. You call them to their face and you go about your day-to-day life. This is America. You're not going to starve me. You're not going to kill me. You're not going to scare me into not exercising my freedom of speech. I'm going to push the envelope as much as I can. I'm not inciting violence. When they chimp out, I call them a chimp. Shut up, dumbass.
Always has to be one. There is always someone who has bought into the manufactured idea that people with melanin are more violent than people without. There is always someone out there loud and wrong that slips into the comments with a subtly racist remark, and then when I call them out on it, they get blatantly racist. But I always wonder, can you blame these people for how they think? Because the media always portrays us as violent. Look at the difference between the protests a couple days ago and the protests of 2020. 95% of those protests in 2020 were peaceful, uneventful, but they were not covered. And the only thing that was covered was when the riots happened, which were started and escalated by the law enforcement. The only thing that people like this saw were the escalated images. And without the education system actually teaching history and unwhitewashed history in our schools, it is really hard for people like this to understand and know the truth unless they actually go out of their way to read and learn the truth, which, come on. Most people can't even find a good source to the truth of real history. A lot of the time, we only learn about 5 people that did great acts in the civil rights movement and beyond. We don't really know much about the people that helped us get out of slavery itself. And a lot of people don't even know what happened during slavery, being that schools now are trying to equate it to indentured servitude with free housing and healthcare and food. But if you are feeling some kind of way about your level of knowledge about Black history, I got exactly what you need. Black AF History, The Unwhitewashed Story of America by Michael Harriot. This book goes from the start of slavery and how it started in the first place, all the way to the two-party system and how that was even invented to keep Black people in check. This book talks about the resistance leaders that we had during the slavery times, as well as the leaders that we had even after the Emancipation Proclamation. This book even talks about the Second Amendment and the creation of correctional facilities and officers. After reading this book, you can get a sense of how America was created and the systems that were put in place from the very beginning to keep Black people down. It even goes into how ghettos were created and how the hood was formed, creating so-called gangsters and hood life in the Black community in order to keep us at the bottom. I don't expect the person who wrote this comment to actually want to enlighten themselves and read this book, but for the people who are waking up and the people who are realizing that Black people have been targeted and you really want to know and understand our history, this book right here is going to be what you need. The last time I tried to make a video about this, this was out of stock, and it has less than 1,000 copies right now. It is also 20% off, so I would go ahead and get your copy super quick before they sell out again. This keeps selling out so quickly, so I have been waiting to make a video about this, and I'm doing it really quick so that you can get your—
Dear white people, I know in 2025 that Trump and all the racist podcasters have you all feeling really emboldened that you can just walk around and say the most racist shit that you want anytime with no consequences or repercussions. Well, here are 5 things that if you say to a Black person, it's gonna get you fucked up on the spot. And by fucked up, I mean get your motherfucking ass beat. Number 5, Black people can be racist too. Well, no, Black people can't be racist, and let me tell you why. because racism is culture turned into law in order to perpetuate a culture. Now ask yourself this question. When was the last time a black person wrote a law that said you as a white person could not go to a certain school, could not patronize a certain business, could not live in a certain neighborhood, could only drink from a certain water fountain, and had to enter and exit through the back of a building based on the color of your skin? I will answer that for you. That would be fucking never. So don't go around and say, black people can be racist too. Can black people not like shit? Sure. And 9 times out of 10, if we don't like some shit, it's just because it was fucking with us first. But we don't look around and go, it's different for me, so I don't like it. So no, black people cannot be racist too. Say that shit to a black person, you'll get your motherfucking ass beat. Number 4, black people own slaves too. Well, yes, there was a small minority of black slave owners in the South. But let's look at the situations and circumstances under which those black people owned slaves, shall we? 9 times out of 10, the slaves that they owned were their family members. Now, I know what you're saying. Why would you own your family members as slaves? Good question. I'll answer that for you. Imagine living in a world where you had to go and buy your mother, your father, your spouse, your brother, your sister, your children in order to keep them from getting beat, in order to keep them from getting molested, mutilated, sold, or unalived. And you had to be able to show paperwork that you own them as your property to keep someone from coming and stealing them from you. That's why black people owned slaves in the South. To protect their family from what? Racist, evil-ass white people. So say black people own slaves too, and you're gonna get fucked up. Number 3, the Confederate flag stands for heritage and not hate. Well, considering that the Confederate battle flag, or the flag of the Confederacy, was designed by a white supremacist named William Thompson, who said, let this flag stand as a symbol of the white man's superiority over all other races, I say that's pretty fucking racist. Now, I know what you're going to say. No, that was the battle flag for the Confederacy, and they were fighting for states' rights. Okay, the states' rights to do what? That's right, own slaves. So it's still fucking racist. Fuck you. Come at me with that heritage, not hate bullshit and other black people. We gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Keep that flag to yourself. Shove it up your fucking ass. Number 2, black people should just get over slavery. It's not like any black person is known a slave in this day and age. True indeed. But I do know that the institution of slavery that lasted about 400 years still benefits white people to this day and still oppresses black people to this day. And that good old-fashioned thing, what do we call it? Oh yeah, racism that stems from slavery. It's alive and well today because of the ideologies and mindsets of slavery. So fuck you. Say that black people should just get over slavery. We sure will, as soon as you all stop being racist and everything gets equal and everybody has a level fucking playing field. And skin color doesn't matter. Why? Because of you motherfuckers. Say that shit to a black person, you gonna get fucked up. And number 1, last but certainly not least, you know it, you love it, the good old-fashioned N-word. Now, if you say that word to me or another black person, we gonna crash the fuck out and beat your motherfucking ass. Now, I know a lot of people like to say, oh, it's just a word. Your words only have the power you give them. Well, I give that word the power for me to crash out and beat your motherfucking ass. So it's best not to say it unless you just want to avoid going to the dentist and let a black person take the fucking teeth out of your mouth. Then we'll gladly do it.
I grew up racist, but I did not know that I was racist. Racism for me started at church. I grew up missionary Baptist and was led to believe that black people were black because of the curse of Ham. And that's in Genesis, if you're not familiar with it, but Abraham got drunk in a tent, was naked. Ham went in and saw him, told his brothers, and then he was cursed because of sinning upon his dad, whatever. And that's why he was black. And somehow that was justified excuses for slavery. And my church taught me that. And I remember thinking of that a couple of years ago. And I asked my sister, I was like, do you remember us being taught that black people are black because of sin? And she was like, yeah, that's wild. And we talked a lot about that. I left church shortly after I left home and was exploring the world on my own. I had never really been around black people until my senior year of high school. I went to a school that was all white. I had a black girl who was in my school in 3rd grade. She moved away quickly, obviously. I had a Hispanic family who moved in when I was in 4th grade, and they moved away after about a week and a half. And they all went to school across the river. And that was a lot more diverse than the school that I went to. But I didn't know that I was racist. I had never been around anyone. So it was the kind of racist where you're just ignorant to everything, really. And so my senior year of high school, I started working at KFC, and praise the Lord, there were some black people there. And I say praise the Lord. There were some black people there, some black girls, and they taught me everything. They taught me everything, and they put up with me, and they answered all my questions, and they were there. Like, I had never been exposed. I didn't know better. I knew what I had heard, and that's what I believed. I had never been around anybody of color to teach me anything any different. And it was eye-opening. So when people ask, like, how are people still racist today? Well, it starts at the church for me and for many other people. I did make a list the other night while I was up pumping about things that I thought or that justified reasons of like why I was not racist. I'm not racist because I blah blah blah. And it's pretty embarrassing for the reasons why I thought I wasn't racist when I didn't even know a single black person or a single Hispanic person or a single anybody person who wasn't as white as me.
A white buddy of mine said black people don't deserve equality because they could never get enough. And that's true. White people are actually scared of equality. That's just how racist we are as a people. And it's not just that one person. White culture in general. Probably I would say most white people, when they hear the word equality, they fear that white people will be oppressed because brown, black, and indigenous people might actually get what's fair and just. That's just how racist we are. And we're so obsessed with the idea of not having equality in America for black, brown, and indigenous people that we don't have health care, that we don't have economic equality. We don't have reasonable gun laws. Our liberties are being stripped because we have a fascist, racist, white supremacist regime in office because we are so scared of equality. We're so scared that black and brown folks might become the majority one day. That we had a black president, and now we've got to have a white supremacist president. That's how scared we are of equality. That's how racist we are as a people. Go to the fucking root. The root of America's problems. The root of the white man and the white woman, their problems, and America and the world. If you think about it, colonialization, white supremacy, the mentality of white people today, not just yesterday, today, right now, the denial racially, the silence, the apathy, the continuous gaslighting, all that fucking shit, that's ruined us. It's ruined white people, and it's ruining our nation. And whose fault is it? White people's fault. Their inability to fucking fix their goddamn problem. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we try will fail. It's dysfunctional and it's toxic, and Trump and this regime is the perfect proof of all that shit. How we got in this fucking mess? White people's bullshit. White people's racist fucking bullshit. Period.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for watching all of that video. And if you haven't subscribed at this point, please do well to hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate that. And you guys can see already from the clips that I wrote out for you guys that these people, it is easy for them to say racist things to black people. It is easy for them to throw racist questions at black people. It is easy for them to comment racist comments to black people But the moment black people are now doing the same thing, the moment black people are now trying to match the same energy to them, it becomes a problem. The moment black people are now trying their possible best to say, okay, you people have been doing this to us, let's also try and do this to you people. Let's see how you people are going to feel. It will become a problem, right? So you know quite all right that there are some questions that you shouldn't ask black people. You know quite all right that there are some comments you shouldn't drop on black people's posts. You know quite all right that there are some things you shouldn't just address directly to black people. But you people can do that with your full chest without even thinking of how black people feel, without even thinking of whatsoever. And whenever a black person do that same thing to you guys, it becomes a problem. It becomes a thing of, oh, black people are jealous of white people. It becomes a thing of, oh, black people should do this. Oh, black people should do that. Black people should do better. See, anything you don't want anybody to measure it to you, do not measure it to another person. Because honestly, you can't tell me not to tell you the same thing if you're always coming to my comment section to tell me that same thing. Let's even forget about the comment section aspect. Look at the other guy in the other clip that was literally putting these ladies on an uncomfortable spot. Putting them on a spot that they do not deserve. Even when the ladies were trying to be like, I don't know, he was still trying to force onto the brother of those ladies have to come into the pictures and be like, okay, since that is what you actually want to do, he turned on his camera and he said, ask that same questions that you're trying to ask. The same question you're trying to ask my sister, ask that same question. And he started denying it. He started acting as if he literally did not know what he was doing. You took your bag and baggages to a black space. And the only thing you want to ask them is to choose between black and white. So that whenever they said, oh, we are choosing white, whenever they say, I'm sorry, we are choosing black, you now said, oh, black people are racist too. Black people are racist. And the truth of the whole matter, if you check the other clip I roll out, is black joy fears these people more. Black joy pain them to their bone marrow. A lot of them do not want to see black people happy. A lot of them do not even want to see black people exist. A lot of them just want black people to keep suffering, black people to keep staying in one particular spot at every given point in time. But the truth is, whether you people are happy, you people are not happy, whether you people are sad, whether you people are dancing, at the end of the day, black people are literally going to be happy. And there is nothing anybody, I repeat, there is nothing anybody can do about that. It's as simple as A, B, C, D. So the earlier you people now realize that you have to start embracing this black joy, whether you like it or not, I think the better for a lot of you. The better for a lot of you guys. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And guys, thank you so much for staying stick and hook with me to the end of this video. With that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.